Got that potent, stinking, smoking, drinking Hennessy. It got me thinking, bitch, shut up. You hear me speaking. Couple shots and now we tweaking. Get you right before the weekend, bitch. Don't keep the people geeking. Different topics, yeah. We got the info, knowledge. We gon' drop it. Factuals, pop a bottle open, have a glass or two. Factuals, speaking my mind. That's what the yak could do. Factuals, yeah, the conversation can get sexual. We kick the facts to you. That's what them niggas scared to do. We ain't come in the front. You can tell by the chat. This for the white and the black. We off the yakety yak. Pouring shots in my cup, we gon' throw a few back. We ain't come here to stunt, we came for yakety yak, bitch. This that yakety yak shit, yeah. This that yakety yak shit. Bitch on, he got that yakety yak shit, yeah. We came to yakety yak, bitch.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment mixed with our truth. Hashtag factuals. We're a little bit short of the crew, but we still managed to do what we got to do. With me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. Like the bars, don't you? This shit's fire, son. Fire. Just kidding off the top of the head. With me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. Like I said, we're a little short tonight, but we still got the crew. We got my host, my pastor. We got B. De Niro.
What up, y'all? B. De Niro, rocking one time. Hashtag, oh no.
Nah, we gravy.
Yeah. You know what it is.
Right.
Short and sweet tonight.
Short and sweet. We got Marcy, the other names.
Y'all know I don't like nobody, so
Mr. Fuck You.
I'm just happy to be in the building.
The Grinch who stole Kwanzaa.
One more week. Sorry for the delayed start time. Thanks for tuning in.
Straight like that. Twin star DJ Young Willie though.
Was good.
The man, the myth, the legend. Alright, we in here. We still got the mean show lined up for y'all. No matter who's here, who's not. We gonna give it to y'all raw, like old day, ODB style. Pause on that as well. But we gonna get into our non-paying. We got to shout out to our non-paying sponsors. We got One Life for Leisure. Shout out to One Life for Leisure. Go online. What's it?
OneLifeForLeisure.com. You know what I'm saying? We still using the LAM code, LAM. You know, get those good discounts on all our fashionable wears. You know, summertime, we got the fly t-shirts, fly tank tops for y'all. You know what I mean? Get right. Shout out Soulmates Apparel.
Soulmates_apparel. Instagram only at this point. Inbox us, DM, emails on there. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you need. Get it to you later.
Twin Star Music.
Was good. He's like, what's that?
I like Twin Star Music. Twin Star Music ENT, right, at gmail.com. I mean, if you need your beats, if you need videos, if you need studio time, get at them. Or if you just need somebody to come on and spit a track harder than you, he said get at him. Sometimes I may come and do it for me myself too, but you gotta pay that price. But let's get into that show. Before we do, we got to introduce the guest of honor. Excuse the pre-crackness.
That's what happens when we start late.
That's what time's off. That's what measures. You know
that Pierre Ferran wasn't supposed to be cracked, but we're gonna have to use it. So gravy.
And Pierre is definitely a fan favorite here at Hashtag Factuals.
Oh yeah.
At least for Mr. DiBiase.
yeah, this is the real deal Holyfield. So get into that. Alright, so we're gonna get into that show for y'all. So we're gonna start with, what you want to start with? Or you want to start with?
Yeah, well, I think Mr. Marcy wanted to say that for a later time, but I'll leave it up to him.
We'll say that for a later time.
Alright, so we're gonna say that one for a later time. We still got the show lined up, so we're gonna get in shout.
Alright, first on deck. Should we as black people ban the use of the N-word and replace it with another word?
This is kind of touchy.
This is kind of comical.
Yeah, it's kind of touchy. It's like, I heard someone actually talking about this, and I was like, "Yo, you should ban the use of the N-word and use the word more uplifting to to each other. That way, if people outside of our race was to use it, they would have to use it in the way that Big does stuff. Like, say we was to call each other king or God. Like, now we get back to calling each other God. Like, what up, God? Instead of saying nigga. So that way, whenever their dresses or like in songs, whatever, they gotta call us gods instead of nigga. And it's, to me, it's just like, I'm not a fan of the motherfucking words.
I mean, really, I mean, I feel like even if
they still use
by
it.
some miraculous way, black people stop doing that as like a whole, like other people are still going to use that word in a derogatory sense. Like, it's not going to change anything. I mean, racism is always going to be prevalent. You know what I mean? Unless the concept of race, different races doesn't, goes away. That's the only way it would go away. You know what I'm saying? But that's not happening.
And that's how I feel. So it's like, why scrap the word, especially in the way that we use it as a term of endearment or embracing for to each other, even though it's not always using that in that way. And yes, our ancestors would see it as a disgrace, but at the same time, it's what it is. What it is, like you said, like it's crazy because Kendrick brought y'all hear about the thing? Kendrick brought the white girl on stage, and he had to rap in the song from his first album that had like nigga in it like 20 something times. It was in the hook, and then when she said it, the crowd started booing, and he stopped there and said, "Yo, you can't use that word." Like, I mean, she like, "Am I not cool enough?" Da da da.
He should have never brought her up there.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like,
that was poor judgment.
Yeah, that was poor judgment.
You think he did that to make a case?
We ain't all got to change because he did something stupid.
Right.
Yeah, that was a poor.
That's definitely a poor judgment call.
Poor judgment call.
Yeah.
Kendrick, we fuck with you. I fuck with you, but that was definitely a bad choice.
J. Cole would have never did that shit, brother. Come on now, and he's a half breed. Come on now, brother.
Half-breeds.
African American. No, let me stop.
But nah, I don't see the point of scrapping the word because, like you said, unless racism is always going to be around.
Wait,
and then
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Now, about to say, unless everybody just stop feeling some way about the word whenever they hear it, you have to completely lose all emotion for it. So whenever you do hear it, it doesn't have that same grasp on it. And everybody's never on the same page, so it would never go there.
But I think everybody picks and chooses when they use it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to say, excuse me, are we capable of doing it? Of course, because I know I don't use it in front of the kid.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in front of business professionals, I don't use it. If I'm amongst my dudes, we say king. You know what I mean, depending on the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's capable. It can happen, but will it happen?
And then you got certain people that just use it willy nilly, like whenever they've in every circumstance they're using it 80 million times.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like every other word. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
I mean,
you got all types.
Ultimately, like I said, I think we all kind of agree on the same thing. It can be done, but will it be done? It would take everybody to be on the same page because you're still going to have people out there using the word. Like, everybody's not on the same level mentality-wise, and even, cause for the cause. So it's like, otherwise, the thing for Kaepernick, everybody would have been on the same page. Not even just for Kaepernick, for the injustice that he stood for. Everybody would have been on the same page, but you got people saying, I'm not going to do this because of this or because of that. Or why should I have to, not be entertained because of this? It's like, okay, so everybody's on the same page, so just being able to scrap the word, it's like, damn, that ain't going to be able to happen. What's good, JB? What you think about it?
Nah, that's the one thing white folks gave us. It's ours now. I say we use it amongst each other, but when you see one of them in the room or around, you just don't say it, and they don't say it either.
Yeah.
That's like our little secret society shit.
I guess
it should be.
He said they're around.
To piggyback on the topic, do you ever think, like, as a majority, people will come to an accord and be on the same page about the issues that we are faced with today? Because that's one of the biggest problems that we face as a community.
But that's, I mean, it goes even deeper than that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to take us back further than what anybody's willing to admit.
Correct.
Because we are the only ones who don't have a history.
Right.
That's been whitewashed, Europeanized, Americanized. And that's the unfortunate piece of it all. And then it's not enough of us who are willing to do the due diligence to find out your history, because ancestry is that what it's called? Ancestry?
No.
Ancestry? What's that website?
Oh yeah.
Ancestry.
Yeah.
Fuck ancestry. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why I say that, I'm sorry, call me a conspiracy theorist. I feel like ancestry is just another site for them to research our DNA to get us booked on something.
I'm totally with you.
know what I'm saying?
I see it as a tool to set you up for something else further down the line. Yeah, I agree with you.
Right, because we started out as kings and queens. You gotta do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I say it goes deeper than just getting rid of the word. Because in order for us to get rid of the word, you got to understand why it's demeaning.
Right.
And for us to just get in the mindset that it actually is a demeaning term, then maybe we have a shot. Just like I look at, you know how so-called killers have teardrops?
Right.
That's not what the teardrop meant. The teardrop in jail was how somebody tagged their property, like, this is what we're boning. You know what I'm saying? But because somebody who was tagged with that teardrop made it out, I was a murderer. Nah, you wasn't a murderer, boy.
You was getting
nah, my nigga.
Oh man.
But that's what I'm saying. But something so minimal, but that's how I look at the word. Am I guilty of using it? Yeah, I use it. You know what I mean? But I also know when not to use it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not using that around my child. I'm not using that addressing any boys in the street when it's they're acting out and yo, come here, my nigga. No, what's that?
Yeah.
You're feeding into the negativity that they face anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody who speaks that way, because when it's all said and done, I understand.
And we all been there.
We all been there. But we all made the conscious choice to not use that, to increase our vernacular. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just going to take more than just we as a people just stop it. We as a people, Me Too movement, they all want us to stop saying, was it what lady? You can't say lady. Is it lady? Or is it female?
I think it's female.
Female is a problem.
Yeah, which is.
But that's a woman movement.
Right.
Then you got everybody been wanted dudes to stop calling females bitches, but then females call each other bitches.
Right.
My bitch, just as bad as my nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna take a lot more.
Yeah, I was just talking. I was actually kind of just talking on that earlier in the whip. It's kind of like, yo, for everybody to like, it's probably gonna go back to some civil rights movement shit, but it's gonna take for everybody to get fed up.
And actually, I would say even before even using that as a starting point, is way more stuff that we need to come to a court about besides using the word nigga. You know, way more serious shit than that. You know, my personal opinion. You know what I mean? But
and that's true, and that's the thing. Like I said, it's gonna take people to get fed up, and like you said, it's not just the word nigga. So it's too many things for people to be fed up about that no one's getting fed up about anything. So it's like, what's gonna be the drawing? Like, what's gonna be that, you know, that button? You know, what's gonna be that button that's gonna push to make everybody be like, you know what, this right here was too far. Because damn, niggas is getting popped, niggas is getting rocked by cops on a regular. You know what I mean? All this shit going on, and then the fucking president doing whatever the fuck he want to do in the office, and then just seeing his eye. But then you can't have the same people do it, like other people doing that. You got Cosby and everybody getting locked up, and you got the the Weinsteins of the world, all them doing the same thing. Enough is happening to them.
Oh, but they are pressing charges on Mr. Weinstein in the state of New York. They are coming for him. They are coming for him.
Let's see how far they take with him.
But you know,
but the difference is, go ahead.
They're coming after Morgan Freeman.
No.
He's been around for 200 years.
I was just gonna say this. They came for Cosby, and you know what? Big up to New York, B. A lot of crass things have been happening in New York. Lawyers, one lawyer saying something nasty to the Hispanics up there.
Oh, the speak English dude. The speak English guy.
But this is why we love our town. The New York Post did a search and find mission, found him, chased him down the street. He had to cover his face.
Yeah, he made him cover his face.
Then,
on some real shit about that.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you jump in. But then, New York, the building where his office was at, was like, nah, B, you can't come here. Terminated his lease. You know what I'm saying? Then, the Post was on him again, chasing him through the street. Like, yo, I say all that because as much as people hate New York, they are stepping up when they're supposed to step up for the crime. I'm not saying it's
in place.
Is it De Blasio?
Yeah,
I fuck with De Blasio.
Yeah, do you think it's because of that? Because I know Giuliani.
I don't think
it's because.
It's not because of that.
No, I don't.
It's because the way that Trump approached the Hispanics, ICE, and everything else. There's a new cluster of unity amongst them. You know what I mean? And everybody's speaking up because you can't really say any. You can't be from home and really hate all Hispanics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a couple in your crew. You got one or two. You speak that mira. You know what I mean? It's gonna come. So it's like, yo, how you coming for them? You know what I mean? But that's all I was gonna say. So I appreciate the fact that it was Philly who went after Cosby, right? Was that Philly?
Yeah.
Philly went after Cosby.
Is that Philly?
Yeah.
New York.
Yep. Nah.
Philly.
Prosecuting in Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yeah.
Philly went after Cosby, which is crazy because that's his town.
That's his town.
But I appreciate that of all the spots, LA could have gone after Weinstein. They didn't. Florida could have went after Weinstein. They should have.
But California don't got the funny style laws.
But New York is like, nah, you came for Cosby. We coming for your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it may not even be looked at as like, that's just how I see it. But I appreciate it. What you was saying?
Now I was gonna say about the speak English lawyer. Like real talk, if you want to be on that racist shit, he should have owned that shit.
But he bilingual. His clients.
I heard about that.
His client, right?
I heard about it. But if he want to play that race shit and then cover his face when the media all on his back, if he was really about it, he should be like, yeah, this is because it's so many racist people out there, and that's the wave for the white people nowadays. You know what I mean? Like all the alt-right cats and all that. He would have got mad support if he would have came in it like that. You feel me? Like, also, fuck that. We taking our country. We gonna make it great again. We speaking English all the fucking time. We not speaking nothing else but English. America. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But fuck him anyway. So,
I got a question kind of based off of both, like kind of merging both questions or both topics. You think if it was to come down to something like civil war type shit or whatever, you think that it's gonna be blacks fighting against the system, or you think we're gonna have help this time?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be blacks fighting blacks. And the only reason I say that, blacks helped put him in office. Mm-hmm. Mexicans helped put him in office. Mm-hmm. I know plenty of foreigners, Haitian Americans, who voted for him just because they ain't want a woman in office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yes, you're gonna have something that's sort of just like the other day. It was I don't know if you saw it. It was a white dude out there. White dude protesting against Nazis and alt-rights got mistaken as a Nazi. They attacked him. Mm-hmm. And he was out there protesting against that. That's going to be the same type of situation we have on our hands if this ever were to occur.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And plus the other aspect about Trump, he's a celebrity personality.
So
people are more quickly drawn to his persona.
He's a modern day douchebag Reagan.
Pretty much, you know what I mean?
Hashtag factual.
Like Hillary persona, like people not drawing Hillary's persona and what she's about.
But not only that, people were pissed off at what Bill did.
And people were pissed off about what Bill did.
And for what Hillary did as well. But I mean, at the same time, I never saw Hillary winning. One, because there's so many people who still don't think a female should be in power.
But it ain't even that.
I mean, that's coupled with the obvious. I mean, and then like you said, that Bill did. I knew I wasn't voting for her, and I wasn't voting for him.
But his marketing was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Anytime you appeal to the poor Billy Bob, who wears baseball cap every day.
Anytime you could talk to a nigga in the slogan that's on his fucking baseball cap and his t-shirt, you got him.
Trying to tell you.
Got
him. Look at that. Yeah, let's hear him make that goddamn America great again, buddy. Guess what? And every last one of them showed up to vote, and them bastards was not voting before. And with the majority, and with so many of them showing up for the vote, and so many people not showing up, period.
Yep.
It's gonna always make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
But he still lost.
He lost popular vote, but he didn't lose the electoral colleges. He won.
They still gave them to us anyway.
So the electoral colleges is what, and I still hate that.
That's what did it for W.
Yeah,
Electoral colleges, boy.
That's how they get you.
I love
Especially if you don't understand how that shit works. They just hit you with those. Oh, it just swung this way.
Everybody thinks it's a democracy. It's not. It's a republic. It even says so in your Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic. And everybody missed that part.
I never pledged that shit.
Everybody think it's just words to say. You're saying it. It's a republic. Fucking old white people control this place.
Yo, y'all heard about the boy who teaches who was it? He wasn't standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. And like he got put out of class, and then the teacher hit him or something, and then put him out of class. And then like the mother was online, like protesting against that. It was like, yo, teachers is feeling like they can just do shit, and because they're not facing any repercussions about stuff like that. Only ones who's facing repercussions are these teachers out here that's touching these kids, and mostly it's in this area that said it's happening a lot.
You want me to go even harder? Okay. You want to know why there's no repercussions behind shit like that? It ain't enough teachers. So people fail to realize that blue protects blue. Teachers protect teachers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just think about how many pedophiles have made it from Virginia's school system into the Maryland school system, and it was years
before they got.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
But you had that blemish on your record. But guess what? It wasn't that deep. You ain't touched the right boy. Or girl.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and sweep that under the rug.
You know, crazy though. What gives a teacher the I didn't mean to cut you off. What gives a teacher what gives them the mentality to think that they can just go put their hands on the kid, and then just try to discipline them themselves. Like,
now, I got to jump in there because I'm sorry. I went to a private school from 1st to 8th grade. Private school where my godfather was the headmaster. I got my ass whooped. All black school.
Oh shit.
All black school. You know what I'm saying? It was so real for me. If I acted up on the school bus and my godfather wasn't in town, this is what they would do. They would wait till Bishop got back in town. I get called into the office.
Something happened a week ago.
My nigga.
Yes.
I had an option. It was this paddle that was wrapped in duct tape. Now we know the old school rules, not that flimsy shit they got nowadays. The yardstick that was that real wood. Two of them taped up, or you had the belt. Get the niggas know get the strap. 50, you on it, but you know to get the strap. I'm talking about. Yo, so I come to the office. I already knew what it was. But check this out. That's not where the story ends. After I done got my ass whooped at school,
you get your ass whooped at home.
As I'm walking in the fucking door. My mother worked at. Listen, anybody who from Brooklyn understands Warhol Hospital. Warhol Hospital is across the street from Sumner. You walk up the block, you got Tompkins. Walk up the block, you got Marcy Projects. So, I'm dropped off at after school in Tompkins. By the time we walking in the door in Marcy, my godfather has called my mom. I lie to you not. So figure from my mother get off at 4 o'clock, by 4:40 we're in the house. No later than 4:25, 4:40 with that little cushion to get a life right. I think he did that shit purposely.
Most likely he did.
Before she could get comfortable, how was your oh nigga what? She ain't cursed, but I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I plead the blood of Jesus on. That's my mama. You already you know what was coming.
He got the blood of Jesus whooping.
Man, as my book bag is coming on.
Lashes.
But that's the only reason I said it, because like I got whooped. I got whooped, and I'm not knocking it. No lie. Once I made it out of private school to Murray Bertram High School, I swear to you, I was ahead. That's why I got
But
whooped.
the difference is, like you said, you was in a private school, and plus ran by your.
And Catholic schools was.
But you got to think, it was so many of us who did not. You got to think, right? But it's so many of us who went to the school, whatever, that he wasn't our godfather. You know what I'm saying? Right. They were there. It wasn't necessarily a situation where everybody was related. Mm-hmm. It's just that's where I learned my black history. You see what I'm saying? That's where I learned where we began. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we got whooped. My whole 6th grade class got kicked out of school.
Shit. Yeah, but it's
different now.
It's different now because they touching the kids and doing all this stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. But
you gotta think. If you look back, this is normal for white folks.
No, that's what I'm saying.
What they believe in.
But that's what I'm saying.
Look back at history. Look at all the artwork.
Right.
They molesting boys. That's how the greatest.
But no, but he said whooping. He said whooping. That's what I addressed.
They don't whip. They don't. They're not whipping their kids because they.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I addressed that. Whipping and touching. We weren't getting touched. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean that's not our thing. That's
what I'm saying. We weren't getting touched.
But that's why the teachers are getting away with it.
Yeah.
They don't see it as a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was also looking online, and there was a kid recording. There was another kid. There was a boy sleeping in class, a black kid sleeping in class. The teacher got up on his desk, and she's smacking him, trying to tell him to wake up. Next, she's taking her foot and putting it on his head and pushing his head back.
Because he was high. He was high. It was rude and.
You don't put your foot on the nigga.
Nah, never. That's what I'm saying. It was a better way for her to do what she was trying to do. It was like, and like some people see this comedy, I don't see this comedy. Like I get what you were trying to do, but there was a better way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So leave him alone, shake him if you want to, but your foot touching him, that you're wild.
You take time away from the class trying to fight him. Leave him alone. Let him sleep and fail. That's his choice.
That shit was crazy. You know something else?
Yeah, we can.
Y'all want to keep it moving or keep it going?
I mean, do you want to talk about this question? I mean, it would be better if we had
more
some estrogen.
We had this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
so we'll be going from here with that. We're gonna keep moving with that. With this topic,
we can wrap it.
You know what
I'm saying? Like, we had a pretty. I mean, I felt like we had a good discourse.
Yeah.
This evening. You know what I mean?
No, yo.
It's short and sweet, just like the intro.
Yeah. We had to keep it short and sweet tonight. Know what I mean? A couple people didn't show, but the show must go on. But that's neither here nor there. Thank y'all for fucking with us. We fuck with y'all. We love y'all. Easy. Holla at us next week. We'll have a longer show.
And earlier.
We're gonna start 9:15 ish next week. Easy.
It's raining?
No.
That's upstairs.
What?
So, alright.